Real or not real? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Because if it's a joke, I'm going to be very upset. Season 3 Part 2 trailer. Is this real or not real? What happened? Okay, you can't leave me like this. I think there might be a lot of tears this season. Oh boy, here we go. Hi, and welcome back to Bri and Novel Ness. I'm Bri, and welcome to this bookish mess. Today, we got a lot of bookish news. Okay, we're talking Hunger Games news, we're talking Legendborn news, we got all the news, and Bridgerton news, and then we'll talk a little bit about The Bear. If you'd like to join this bookish mess, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. We would be glad to have you here, and let's jump right in. Hi everyone, Editing Bri here, and I just wanted to let you know that I'll be going into some of the details into these trailers. So for the Bridgerton Season 3 Part 2 trailer, The Bear Season 3 trailer, and the new Hunger Games book announcement. I will put up spoilers there before everything. I talk about everything, and if I go into any spoilers, but that's all that I have for you there, so I hope you enjoyed the video. When I woke up this morning, I was like, okay, it's a good morning day, which was nice. I prayed, and then I was like, okay, let me get on this device that has like all the videos in the world of Instagram. And what did I see?
Yo, why are you being like that? What's up?
We're getting Hamish Abernathy's story. We're getting the second quarter quell. Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Because if it's a joke, I'm going to be very upset. Real or not real?
But it's a lot.
Is this real or not real?
Everything in my life is a hot mess right now.
Let me read you what I read this morning on the Associated Press. The Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping, and it's going to be released in March 2025. So the article states that it's set 24 years before the original Hunger Games. And then Suzanne Collins said, for the reason for writing this was, with the sunrise on the reaping, I was inspired by David Hume's idea of implicit submission, and in his words, the easiness with which the many are governed by the few. Collins said in a statement, the story also lent itself to a deeper dive into the use of propaganda and the power of those who control the narrative. The question, real or not real, seems more pressing to me every day. Suzanne Collins got something to say. I'm here for this story because I want to know more about Hamish Abernathy and his background, and I don't want to give any spoilers away. So if you haven't read The Hunger Games, I would highly recommend it. But I'm just going to go into this a little bit of spoiler territory here. We meet his character and he's very disillusioned. He just seems like there's this heaviness on him every day, every moment. So I want to know what happened to him, what went on, what kind of friendships and alliances did he make? How is that he's still struggling with each and every day? And then even having that moment with Katniss in, I think it's Catching Fire within the movie, stating to Katniss, you'll never get off this train. This travesty that he's living through each and every day, and he's trying to warn Katniss and Peeta. I want to know all of these things, so I'm very excited for that release coming next year. And not only did we get a surprise March release for next year, we also got another surprise March release with the Legendborn series by Tracy Deonn. That's what was also announced today. The third book, called Oathbound. If you haven't read the Legendborn series, I highly recommend it as well, because it is absolutely wonderful. It's captivating and it's romantic. It's all the things, okay? But we left off on a cliffhanger. It was stressing me out. I was literally looking through and being like, that can't be it. I was just sitting there going okay, I'm waiting for the next 50 pages. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Because this is a fantasy, I was just waiting for it to poof, to appear and be like, tell me what happened. Okay, you can't leave me like this for a couple of years. I'm just standing there. I will just be sitting there just going, what happened?
She's got a point.
I can't wait for more of Bri's story to be told and more of the other characters within the book to be expressed. What we left off was really heartbreaking where we left off. So I'm hoping that there is greater and more hopeful days to come for Bri. I can't wait. And there's supposed to be a 4th book. Tracy, I'm speechless. I can't wait. And then at the beginning of the week, we had the Bridgerton Part 2, Season 3 Part 2 trailer. Some really cute pollen moments, which I'm so grateful for because I don't think we got too many of them in Part 1. I loved seeing Francesca and Lord Kilmartin looking at each other adoringly. There's this face-off between pretty much a Mrs. Featherington and Penelope. Giving up your dreams or continuing them. And I like this story being told because it gives it so much more dynamics and so much more complexity. Are you going to not only fight for your relationships, but are you going to fight for your dreams as well with something that makes you you? And then Eloise trying to help out her brother and being worried about that, and also worried about Penelope. Does he really love you for you? Or allow yourself to actually truly be seen and loved? And I like that part for Eloise's character. And here are some of my predictions because I heard that Shonda watched the last 2 episodes of this and she was crying.
Have a blast. I'll quit. Can't quit, we just got started. Watch me. Guys, get back here!
And she says she rarely cries. So I feel like this is going to be a bittersweet ending to the season. I feel like everything is going to be super emotional. The last time I cried at one of the Bridgertons was Queen Charlotte. And I tear up every time I see that final scene. Yeah, I know. It's just George. And she's just Charlotte. I'm not gonna cry. I think there might be a lot of tears this season. Oh boy, here we go. I'm not gonna cry. And last thing, we're going to travel to Chicago. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Behind. We can't wait to come back. And The Bear is coming out June 27th. Talking all things Carmy and Sydney and Richie and Tina and all of the rest of the Bear crew. You can see that Carmy is trying to go back into his perfectionist mode, all work no play kind of thing, which is not good for him. We're trying to help him progress.
We're going to be better.
Sydney establishing her role as partner and head chef and all of the new things that can come from her creativity, which I'm excited to see this season. Richie's newfound confidence, finding his purpose. He knows his worth, so anything that Carmy tries to do to not let that happen, Richie's having none of it, which is good, but doing it in hopefully in a healthy way. I don't know about Carmy, but Richie's now knows better. Tina establishing her role in leadership as the sous chef. Me and Novel Ness were talking about this, how Tina was singing last season. Novel Ness has stated that was showing her voice, her beautiful voice, her singing voice, but exuding her voice to be known, to be heard and seen and valued, which is great. I also want to talk about Marcus. What we left off last season is really sad and devastating, but I really want him to find and people to help find light and hope. I am excited to see him grow and learn and become also more confident. Confidence is definitely a thing throughout the series about discovering who you are, how much that means to believe in yourself and root for yourself is very important. And with Ibra, same thing, and find the things that he can still learn and grow and be respected amongst the team. But he also is very joyful and tries not to dwell too much on what happened in the past. We do need that to really connect with his character and understand his backstory. And then Nat, that baby's coming, so trying to prepare for the new dynamics that are going to change for her and Pete. She helps everyone to maintain their focus in the middle of this organized chaos, but learning to lean on other people, especially with the baby coming. And lastly, if you've been watching the channel, you definitely know that I am a Sid Carmi girly, okay? And I will not apologize for that. That's my opinion. I love them. I'm rooting for them.
Yes, that sounds correct.
But I will watch the show regardless of where it's gonna go, whether it's gonna go with Sydney, whether it's gonna go with Claire, whether, I don't know how all the different dynamics are gonna go. I can't wait for all the chaos and the excitement that The Bear brings each season, even though our anxiety levels are going to be, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. So that wraps everything up there. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait for all these new releases, book and TV. Please feel free to let me know. What do you think about these new releases, these books, these TV shows? Let me know in the comments down below. We'd be glad to talk to you. I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, you're beautiful inside and out. Thank you for being here. Bye. Oh my goodness. There was so much news there. I don't even know how Lady Whistledown does it. Whew. And with the little quill and pen, I could not deal with getting in that much trouble. Mm-mm.